Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Corey Mack here with Mac Show MMA. I'm back again with another video. Just wanted to touch on some breaking news that we got. So for UFC 321, it looks like the UFC has put together Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane for the undisputed heavyweight title. As a lot of you know already, Tom Aspinall was appointed the undisputed heavyweight champion after the UFC waited on Jon Jones for so long to commit to a Tom Aspinall fight. He never did. Tom Aspinall became champion. Now all of a sudden, Jon Jones back in the testing pool because he want to fight next year at the White House card. That's a whole another story for another day. We'll touch on that another time. But anywho, you got Tom Aspinall, undisputed champion, defending his title against Cyril Gane. This is going to be his first defense of his undisputed title since being appointed. I don't even like the word appointed. I think he's the rightful undisputed heavyweight champion. But again, he didn't take it off of Jon Jones, like I said, who pretty much just retired and decided not to fight Tom Aspinall. So a lot of people writing off Cyril Gane. I know the two title fights he had in the past is fresh on everybody's mind. Also, the controversial decision when he just got over Alexander Volkov. A lot of people had Alexander Volkov beating Cyril Gane some months back. It was a super close fight. Could have went either way. But again, a lot of people feel like Volkov took that fight. I believe even Dana White felt that way. But again, we back again. Cyril Gane getting a third crack at the title. If just my early thoughts, I'm not gonna get too deep into it. I ain't gonna keep you too long, but my personal opinion, we got a lot of questions about Tom Aspinall. There's a lot of questions. We don't really know how good his grappling is. A lot of people talk about his grappling and his wrestling. We haven't really seen it. We've probably seen more jiu-jitsu from Cyril Gane than we have from Tom Aspinall. Cyril Gane has submitted people before, although his IQ seems to be in question at times and whatnot. But we haven't really seen a lot from Aspinall in regards to the jiu-jitsu and the grappling. Also, we've never seen him really tested. There's still questions. Well, I have questions about his cardio. You know, he finishes people so fast, you really don't get to see how he reacts in deep waters. And, does his power carry to the third, fourth, and fifth rounds? We have all those questions because one thing for sure, in my mind, I don't think he's not putting Gane away early. He ain't gonna put Gane away early. I mean, I think Gane is probably gonna be the first fighter he's faced with just as good as speed, if not better. His kickboxing is elite. And so I think Gane is gonna test Aspinall in ways that nobody else in the heavyweight division can. In my honest opinion, I'm slightly leaning towards Gane right now. I know it sounds crazy, but I think Gane has learned from a lot of his mistakes. I think he's learned grappling, and he's been working on his grappling for a while now. He's been really, really working on it. I've been seeing him. He's been working on it. And again, that ain't something you can just fix, within a couple of weeks or like a couple of months. But again, he does have some jiu-jitsu. He's not a slouch when it comes to defending, the wrestling, defending takedowns. He's not a slouch per se. And I did hear he had an injury when he fought Volkov. So, I think he broke his hand or something like that. It was something to that nature, but he did have an injury fighting Volkov. So I don't think he was at his best when he fought Volkov. So again, I'm going to lean towards Gane. I think he's going to test Aspinall cardio. I think he's going to test his skill level when he get into deep waters. And again, I'm not completely sold on Tom Aspinall. I know he's good, but again, the heavyweight division is not up to par, if I'm being honest with you. And I think Gane is the perfect guy to kind of surprise everybody and to test Aspinall in all the areas where we have questions at. So I think Aspinall can put Gane away early. He does have the power to do that. But I think Gane will be, I think he'll be very cautious of Tom Aspinall's power. I do think he's great at distance management. He's gonna make Tom Aspinall work, And I know Tom Aspinall. Everybody talk about the grappling. He may get into a grappling exchange with Gane, and I think Gane will surprise him with his takedown defense. Gane does have pretty good takedown defense. Again, his IQ has not always been the best in past fights, but I think he's learned from that. Honestly, I do. So I'm picking Gane by decision right now. I may feel differently later. Let's see how things play out and look, months leading up. But right now, I'm leaning towards Gane by unanimous decision right now. Again, I think his cardio is going to be better. I think his range is going to be better. I think his kickboxing going to be better. I think he's going to stay out of the danger zone when it comes to Tom Aspinall. I think he's going to make Tom Aspinall play a cat and mouse game. And I think his cardio is going to start to fade a little bit. And I just think Gane is going to start picking him apart as the fight continues. So, again, that's just my early prediction. We will see. This is Mac Show MMA. Corey Mack here. I will be dropping more videos soon. I ain't been dropping like I supposed to. You know, life been lifing right now, but I will get back to it. And we're going to be breaking down these, all this UFC news. We're going to be breaking it all down, and y'all going to be able to come here for all the info, and we're going to talk about it, man. So thank you. You can leave a comment. Let me know y'all thoughts. See you soon. Peace.